Just got back from the screening and didn't feel like changing my shirt, so it's either going to be a green background or a green shirt. And guess what? Green shirt stands, so green background it is. Yeah, with that out the way, let's talk about this movie because this movie was really cool. Here we go. Disney's Alice Through the Looking Glass. So Alice Through the Looking Glass is the sequel to 2010's Alice in Wonderland. Remember that movie? That movie was sweet, and now we got a sequel for it coming out this Friday. Is the movie good? Now, this movie is really good. It's got good heart, it's got good feels, good messages, good themes, it's visually dazzling, it's amazing, just like, there's a lot to like about this movie. Really. Oh, but Disney knows how to do fantasy movies. I mean, come on, they're the ones that pretty much spell the definition of fantasy. Disney. And it shows what Alice Through the Looking Glass. This movie's really good, and let me just say, let's get into the pros and cons why I believe that Alice Through the Looking Glass comes out this Friday. I suggest you go get the family to go see this movie. You'll have a great time with it. Here's what you know about the movie. No spoilers. First off, acting in the movie. The acting in the movie is really good. It's really unique. The chick who plays Alice, she's still good. I loved her. She's headstrong, and that's good because she was awesome in the movie. I loved her. For Anne Hathaway, she was the queen, and she was still hot. And Johnny Depp, of course, as the Mad Hatter, you know, he was also good too. But I will say, for you people that are a little reserved, this movie is not the Johnny Depp show. And the Mad Hatter, Johnny Depp is in the movie, but it's still Alice. It's still all more or less about Alice. Alice is us in this movie. You're really much following her throughout this journey. All you people are just like, oh my god, it's another Johnny Depp movie. It's gonna be all about Johnny Depp. No, Johnny Depp is like definitely co-starring to Alice in this movie. And I love the characters in the movie too. All the characters from the last movie are back. You know, the Tweedledee, you know, the rabbit, the Cheshire Cat, who's just so badass. I like him. Now, if I couldn't get a tattoo of him somehow, I like the Cheshire Cat. I just loved him. Red Queen, she's a bitch, and all the other characters are bad. Some new characters are in the movie too. And so the acting in the movie, characters in the movie, they're pretty good. It's really good. You'll like it. So, next plot in the movie. Plot in the movie is pretty simple. It's very easy to follow. It picks up, I guess, after the events of the last movie. Full premise. Alice goes back into time to find out what happened with the Mad Hatter's parents. And while doing that, she uncovers the mysteries of that and a bunch of other stuff I can't spoil. But watch the movie, you'll see it. You'll be like, some good shit. Follow it. Cool. It's easy enough for adults to follow. Kids are pretty much going to be like, I'm here for the talking rabbit. I don't give a shit about anything else. Now the action in the movie. The action in the movie is not like super action-packed like Mission Impossible or something like that, but the effects are really good. It's very dazzling. It's like what I said. I saw this movie in 3D, and I will say that it is worth seeing it in 3D because of the things when Alice is pretty much time hopping and shit through the wave of time. It does look very dazzling, you know, when she's going through the sea and everything. It does pop more. It does feel like you're going through the sea with her because of the depth of field. So I feel like you wouldn't get that on a non-3D movie because it'd just be a flat background. It'd just be seeing Alice doing these things on a flat screen. You wouldn't actually get the sensation if you being along there with her. But as a fantasy movie goes, I'll say this is probably one of the better fantasy movies to go see in 3D, so spend that extra $3. You won't regret it. If there's any cons I gotta say about the movie, and they're kind of personal cons, more or less, I feel like when the first 10 minutes of the movie, when she's not in Wonderland, it doesn't take her long to get to Wonderland, but those first 10 minutes, you're kind of just like, I understand the relevance of it, but can you just go through the looking glass now, Alice? Can we get on with that? And when she does, you're just like, okay, now we're in Wonderland, and now I'm hooked. That ending was good, had a good heart feel, had a good philosophy about time, a lot of good messages in this movie. That was great. It all came to a whole with the characters and everything. It was good ending. But then the actual ending happened, and I was just like, this is not as good as what I thought the movie was going to end at. Best way I could put it is sometimes it's good to quit while you're ahead. Yeah, but that's like the only cons in the movie. This movie was really good, you know, good acting, the special effects were great, good storytelling, good pacing, the characters were lovable, the themes about, you know, time and sometimes you can't change the past and, you know, family and stuff like that and faith and the impossible. A lot of good themes. I loved it. It was good. It was well done, well executed. Good going Disney. So with that being said, I'm going to say that Alice Through the Looking Glass is a strong 9 out of 10, which is worth buying on Blu-ray. Put in the comments, let me know. Let's talk about it. And remember, guys, subscribe. Until next time.